Hello everybody. Alright, we got a doozy today. We got Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen. Alright, so I'll go ahead and jam through all these different sections for you, and afterwards I'll give you all the details for each section. Do me a huge favor, hit the subscription button. It'd be helping me out a ton. And with no further ado, let's jump right into this. Here we go. Okay, so for starters we have, just the basic iconic riff here. And for the most part in the song, we're just going to be dealing with this A minor to G kind of move. Just a special note right up front, if you're trying to play along with the actual recording, everything is a half step low. Okay, so you just drop everything to like E flat, A flat, and D flat, so forth. But if you're not worried about that and you just want to play it in standard, that's what I'm doing right here. So if you're following along with me, that's what's up. So make sure you dump on all the distortion, and you want to get some flanger effect on this too. Get some flanger and get about 100 millisecond delay going, and I'll leave you a link in the description for all the effects I'm using with this, so you can check those out. So this initial riff, okay, like I said, we're going to be dealing with this A minor, okay, so just make that A minor shape. Okay, and we're just going to be picking through it. You want to do an initial palm mute on these notes, where we're going to do the open A to second D, hit the first on the B to second G. Okay, and then the second part of that, we're going to do open E to first B to second G. Okay. Right, so that first measure. Alright, we're just palm muting that, okay? So just lightly placing our palm past the bridge here to deaden that sound. Alright, and starting the second measure, we're going to switch to this G now, okay? So we're just going to hit the bottom part of it, this 3E, 3B. Alright, and at this point, we hit this 3 bass note for that G on the E. And now we're going to hit a 3A. And when we hit this 3A, we stop the palm mute. We give it a little pinch harmonic. Okay. We hit that, hold it a moment, give it a little vibrato, and then just do a hammer-on 2 to 3 on the A. Okay, and then basically we just repeat that over. All right, so let's just try this initial riff intro up to tempo here. Okay, now we get into this chorus progression, and initially there's no vocal, and basically this chorus progression, it's good for every chorus in the song. It's just that each different chorus, he'll kind of tack on these little end caps to these where he adds a little something squirrely, like a little riff or something. So this initial one, the bass of it will go like this, okay, where we're at the A minor, and we're going to want to do A minor strum, hit a couple of open A palm mutes, and then A minor strum again. Okay. And from there, then we do a quick open, kind of muted E string, and then we hit part of this G, okay, this G5, which basically you just have to hit like the 3 on the E and like the open D and G, okay? All right, so that'd be the first measure. All right, and from there we just kind of do what, the second part of the initial riff there. We hit the open E, palm muted real quick, then we hit a 3 on the A, give it a little vibrato, and then do the 2-3 hammer on the A. Okay, so those first two measures. All right, and from there we do the first measure again. Okay, so just that A minor with the mutes to a G. Okay, but now we get to end these fun little riffs that he sticks in here. The initial one, it's going to be here on the B string where we hit the first fret, hit it again, slide it to 3. But once we slide it to 3, we get on this whammy bar action, of course, and we just do a quick little dip, okay? Okay. Okay, it just happens real quick. All right, and then from there, we take that 3, slide it to 5, do a dip again. And then slide that up to 8 and do a dip. Okay, it's just this quick little thing that happens. It's fun to play though once you get it, because it's some whammy bar action here, so it's something like, okay, that type of vibe. All right, so the rest of this initial chorus here, just do the A minor to G again, end it with the same. All right. And then the way we end this, we do our A minor to G. And now we just come up to G, the 7th fret, and just do a bend. Okay, and you can do a couple whammy bar dips if you like, it's cool. And then just slide it out. Okay, that type of deal. All right, so let's just do this whole chorus up to tempo now. All right, now the verse section, we get a little toned down, nothing too wild though. We just kind of pick through it, same deal. Okay, we do open A, second D, first B, second G. Okay, do our 1 E, second G. But here, instead of really picking through it some more, we just kind of hit that bottom half of that G and just let it ring. Okay, so open G, 3, 3 on the B and E. Okay, and then just finish it the same way we usually do. Okay, so just try this verse riff now. All right, and we would just go through that 3 times, hit that first half once again. Okay, but on that very last measure there, we just do a pick scrape like out, just because that's what you want to do in a Van Halen song. All right, now just get us right into that chorus. Okay, so this is how the verse will sound. All right, and this second chorus comes around, and everything's pretty much business as usual. Okay, we're doing our A minor to G with our little scale at the end. Okay, go through that twice, and then do the first measure again. Okay, so we'll be at the... Okay, then we get to add another new little solo riff thing in here. And basically this is just B string. We bend at the 6. Okay, bend it at the 6, do a bar dip here, slide it up to 8, do a couple more bar dips. So do something like that. All right, that type of deal. All right, and then we would just get back into our A minor to G once again. All right, and then just rest that last measure. All right, now we get into this solo, and this solo basically happens twice throughout the song. And as far as Van Halen solos go, it's pretty tame. All right, nothing super crazy here, no tapping or anything, but it's going to start here at the B string. We go 5 to 8. Okay, and now we're going to be sliding up on the B string while hitting the open E string. Okay, we hit that 8 on the B, open E, slide it up to 10 B. Okay, hit that 10 again with the open E a couple times, slide that up to 12. Okay, hit it once more, and then we do some bar dips. All right, and then just kind of start it over now. Do the 5, 8 B, slide it up to 10 with the open E. Okay, up to 12 a couple times. Okay, we go 13, back to 12 to 8. Okay, so just this first half now will be something like. All right, second part of this now. Just capping off that last section, really, we're just going to do this quick. We left off on the 8. We're going to do down to 5 with the open E, back up to 13, and then just a couple of open strings. It's just a quick little something, and then, I don't know, it's just a quick little thing that happens, but basically just worry about hitting those open B and E. Okay, so it's something like, okay, something like that. Just a real quick, whatever type of riff. All right, and then it starts over again. We do the 5, 8 to B. Okay, then we go 8 to 10 on the B, up to 12, 13, and now we're going to come up to 15. Okay, so it'll be... All right, and once we get at this point, now we kind of switch gears to a different little style, basically, and we're going to go 15 here on the B, hammer it up to 17. All right, and at this point, we come over and we do pull-offs from 15, 12, E. All right, and now just a quick back and forth, 12, 15, 12, hammer on. And we're gonna, between that and then hitting the 15 on the B, we're just gonna reel that off like four times. So it'd be 12, 15, 12, 15 B. Okay, just really quick 4 times, like 16th note here, so. All right, and we finish that by bending that 15, releasing it, bending 13. Okay, and then just hit an open G string and dive it with the whammy bar. Something like that. All right, so let's just try it up to tempo here now. Okay, now we have this first interlude section, and it's pretty mellow. You can kind of like kick on some just clean tone, and it's just getting a lot more arpeggiated. Kind of adds a little F thing in there, but no big deal. All right, so we'll still be at that A minor shape, and we pick through it for the most part as usual. We hit the open A, second D, first B, second G. Okay, now we do that first E, second G. But here we just want to just right along with no pause or anything. We just 3E, 3B, open G, open D. And then right into the 3E, 3A, and then second to 3. Okay, so it's just a real continuous thing that happens. There's not really any stopping going, so it's something like this. All right, in the second interlude section, you just really want to dump the flanger on. It makes it sound a lot better too, because basically we're just doing a lot of harmonics in this part. We're going to hit a couple of those A minors just right off the bat. Okay, and now we come up and do harmonics. All right, so just lightly placing the finger on the string, not really fretting it. Okay, it's going to be at the 5th fret where we do D, G, B. Okay. Okay. Finish that measure with that. And the second measure, we do that 5D, come up and hit 12B, 12G. All right. Second part, hit those A's, and then we do the 5s, but we go B, G, D. Okay, now we switch it a little bit. We go 7s. Okay, 7D, 7B, 7G. Okay, come up and hit 12G, 12B, 12G. Okay, back to the open A minors. Okay, and now the 5s, but we just basically go down and up. We go D, G, B, B, G, D. Okay, and then finish with the A minors, and then just D, G, B on the 5s. Okay, so now let's try the tempo here. All right, and in this last chorus, it's pretty much business as usual, same deal, but there's some slight little additional things that happen. At one point, during the main riff there, that part, he just does this bit where he hits the A minor, but then he hammers on open to 2 on the D, and then hits the second G, so it's like, okay, it's just a weird little difference that happens. And then hits the open E's with the 3 on the E. Something like that, okay? And then, aside from that, he just throws in a new little solo riff that happens in there, which is basically just some really high bends, like up here at the 20 of the B with the 17 on the E, and just bending that like 5 times. Okay, so other than those, that's just like the only things that happen in that very last chorus. Alright, and the outro happens after the final chorus there, and this is kind of like the hey, hey, hey part. And for the most part, you can just stick with the same initial measure, the A minor to G. Okay, but then he kind of switched to just like some straight up power chords, where you hit a quick open E, and then some C5 power chords here, the 3 on the A, 5 on the D. Just hit that like 4 times. Okay, just kind of rocking it out a little more. Okay, so it's something like this, and this happens about 4 times, so sounds like this. All right, and then we get this big, cool, like flourish ending that happens. Basically, we're just going to jumping around on some chords. We're going to do an A minor, hit an open A, go B5, so just power chord at the 2nd fret A, 4 and 4 on the D and G, hit a quick open E, and then bring it up to the C. Okay, so just 3A, 5s on the D, G, B. So it'd be something like... Alright, and then just polish that off with a quick slide up and out to 12 on the E. Okay, and then hit our typical open E, 3, E, 3A, 2A. Okay. Okay, so once again, that first half of it. All right, and then essentially we go through that partly again. We do the open A minor, open A to B5. Okay, so starting the same way. All right, but now we slide out to an open E, and then once we hit that open E, we do a big old dive on the whammy bar here. So it's something like, okay, something like that. Just at your leisure, whammy away. All right, and then so that's kind of the first half of it, and then we would start it over, do the A minor, B5 to C. Okay, same deal, slide up and out from the 12, and then, okay, something like that. Okay, so same first half, and then we end the whole thing by doing the A minor, B5, and then we end on this cool chord here, the E7 sharp 9. Purple haze chord, I like to call it. Okay, so it's just okay, so 7A, 6D, 7G, and then 8B. Okay, and we just kind of hold that and then just slide it out. You can like whammy on it or do whatever you want to do. It's just kind of a big flourish ending. All right, so let's just try this whole ending all together now. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.